Hello guys, welcome back to another stream. Today we are streaming Saudi Power against Knockout, and we're joining the game at the end of the first round. Like the first round is just ending now, and the score is 6-2 to Knockout. Commentating with me today is Loyalty. Hello Loyalty, and our broadcaster is Nox.
Yeah, hey Greg, and welcome everyone. Yeah, so we kind of joined here at the end of the first round because our last stream just ended a few moments ago.
Mm-hmm.
Knockout obliterated Saudi Power in a 6-2 victory. I mean, Saudi Power is some strong players, but yeah, it'd be interesting to see the rest of how this match plays out.
Yep, definitely. I don't know what are we going to be doing the form, Ismail, if you're alive.
Okay.
I mean, I think we're going to get back to you on that one. But yeah, so yeah, we're going to start the second round in a minute. Knockout won that game 6-2, I believe the final result was. And I think Saudi Power they did very well in the setups, didn't they, this year? Is that right, Lo?
Yeah, there's some strong hard players.
Mm-hmm.
I do recognize some players from Knockout too, but I've never seen them play as a team. So yeah, apparently they're doing very good in the points. I think they're in the top of their group.
Okay.
Oh, you just
Yep. I mean, yeah, they might have done well in setups, but this is TOF Dream Team, so it's very, very different because it's got overdrives and all that sort of thing. So it'd be interesting to see if they can perform the same in the same way. I guess we'll have to see when the second round starts.
yeah. I mean, they've been playing well up until now in this tournament. We have seen some total obliteration, and we've also seen some very good matches. Um, so yeah, hopefully this is the latter today. But from the looks of it, a knockout will be having the advantage for now.
Yeah, so I mean, red sides on this map is usually preferable, because it's obviously the flag is raised, and it's a bit harder to attack. But I think because of overdrives, it somewhat makes that not as valid. I mean, it's still a factor, but overdrives just changed the game really in this format. So, I mean, as you can see, a lot of players already have their overdrives. Jonas already with that thunder just shooting into the enemy base. While Savitar can just drive in with that wasp and pull the flag. The first flag already in the first 20 seconds going to knockout. Wow.
Yeah, it seems like the whole knockout team had their overdrive to start with.
Yeah.
And so they can just come in and use those powers. There's not really anything you can do against this overdrive, um, as we've seen. So yeah, I mean it's 1-0 to knockout.
Oh, Fahad misses his magnum shot. MMI pulling the flag. He's running out of nitro. Palace flips. Fahad gets taken out. Lovely there with his Viking overdrive, but he gets taken out as well. Wow. Free flag again for knockout.
It's 2-0. Hard player does push in. He does get a nice overdrive, stunning. What was it? I think it was Heaven. And unfortunately, he was taken out though by Jonas with the Thunder. Fahad now coming from behind with a Hornet Magnum. He
Hits
missed.
several mines. Oh, he flips.
Wow.
Yikes, that's unlucky. I had a weird feeling that he would flip, and he did. It was like quite weird to watch.
Oh,
Palace,
Kali.
maybe he can. Oh, he hits a mine as well. That's unfortunate. But he's still full HP. But Jonas has his overdrive, which he can always use. He gets taken out. Great bomb by Palace. Drops the flag to Lovely.
Pack. Is that how you Racklow maybe?
Should we just call him Packlow for the sake of argument?
All right.
Alright, let's just
Acklow.
call him that.
Okay. Yeah. So he's used his overdrive and returned the flag above. That was a great effort by Saudi Power trying to Oh my goodness. MMI,
MMR uses
beautiful
the
overdrive.
overdrive. Yeah, gets that return 3-0 already in the first, well, just over 2 minutes to knock out. I don't
Yeah,
think Saudi Power are attacking enough. I think they're just sitting in base way too much. They have a Hunter Railgun as well, which I'm not too sure about as a combination in this format.
yeah, I think he just switched from maybe free. I think he was using freeze before. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah. So he's on railgun now.
Mhm.
Lovely with that Viking overdrive. It seems like they can pull it, and Jonas uses Thunder overdrive from behind, taking out 3 players. That was a great job from him. On
Yep.
the other side, Sabotage trying to pull the flag. He does get a nice Wasp overdrive, killing Azuz, and he's pulling the flag. Lovely, and Azuz and Police are there to stop him, and they manage to take him out. And looks like they'll return here.
Paklo has his overdrive still alive. Can he get another kill or so with this? It'd be really helpful for MMI, who's still pulling the flag. He's running out of double armor, but all the Saudi power players on the other side of the map for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, I wonder why they pushed on the right. I mean, if you spawn on the right side,
Or
I
maybe
mean,
Pelis
Police,
Monotonous. He's got a wasp bomb.
ooh, and
Wow.
Fahad too.
Yep, gets that return. Fahad's gonna pull now through the canal.
Paco's behind, and he does have the double damage and his overdrive. So Fahad can. They both shot each other, but none of them did fatal damage. And
Mhm.
Fahad manages to get the first capture for Saudi Power. Yeah, so it's still 3-1. They still need to capture 3 more flags if they want to have a chance of tying up the rounds and getting one at least 1 point for the first 2 rounds.
Yeah, I
But
mean, as we saw in the match that we streamed like not too long ago, the time, like 6 minutes is a lot of time, and it's only 3-1. And we saw in Barda how many flags are being pulled, like left, right, and center. So a 2-0 deficit isn't too bad. I think there's a lot of time for them. They can easily come back from this. Jonas has changed from Thunder to Ricochet now. He's 1 HP trying to pull the flag. He's somehow getting away with it. Fahad manages to take him out eventually.
it seems like Knockout is doing much better on mine placement. Like it seems like they all spawn right in, and then they drop a mine, and then they attack. I'm not sure if that's what it looks like.
Yep. Yeah, they've
So
they've had some good minds.
yeah, that provides them a huge advantage on defense because a mine can do a lot of damage to a player that's also getting shot by a defender.
What a great
Knockout's
run by
pulling
Savitar,
again. Yeah, and he did have some help from the hunter there.
who flipped
MMI, I think.
himself.
Yeah, but he did stun the.
Oh yeah, he did.
He's,
Yeah. Oh, nice shot by Palace. Oh, Heaven missed the
wow,
flag and Palace gets the return. Wow.
that
Nice
was a great
overdrive by Hard
overdrive.
player.
Yeah, hard player. Police and Lovely coming in now. I think they can pull if they take out Racklow, but
I think
is
they should.
Sabotage behind too?
I think they should try going through the middle because every time they pull the flag, they're trying to go through the canal, and it's. I mean, it's a lot of a longer way round. Wow. Jonas with his overdrive takes out the
I'd
flag.
say that's
Savitar with
true, but
return.
but Knockout is doing such a great job just controlling that middle. They always have the players in that left side and the middle of the base of Saudi Power that I don't know if they could pull from the middle. Like it seems like the canal is their only option, most of the cases.
I mean, they could take the route that Sabotage used just now. I think that would work as well. Can Jonas get this flag? Oh, he gets taken out. Lovely with the return. Lovely return by Lovely.
That was Fahad picks up the flag, is overdriving, killing Heaven, and he pulls it back through the route that you suggested, and it seems to have worked for them. They captured a second flag here, uh, closing that score gap by 1 flag. But Lovely is pulling another flag now, and he did not use the route you suggested, and it ended in failure for him because Paclo manages to kill him with that Magnum. But
Fahad
they still have a chance of pulling this flag.
Fahad needs to try and kill at least someone. There's 3 players there. Nice overdrive by MMI, but Palace is still blocking with that flipped wasp, letting Saudi capture that flag. making
Yeah,
the score
Hard Player
3-all.
did a good job there of blocking. Of He wasn't really blocking the players from. He was kind of like taking damage. So
Yeah.
Fahad would damage, which was a good job. It's not always blocking the tanks; it's also blocking the damage, which
Hmm.
is interesting. Um, but yeah, so the score is tied now at 3-3. Saudi Power really wants another flag. Wants to get one more flag in order to be able to get at least 1 point here. But I
Yep.
feel like knockout is going to be a bit more tight on defense. While Hard Player has pushed in, he uses overdrive to take out Heaven,
The
and
Propeller's got his overdrive with the Magnum. MMI is trying to pull, but he's very weak. And no supplies.
okay, my prediction here is I think this will end up in a tie. I don't think any. Okay, never mind. I'm not going to say that right now because Knockout is pulling the flag now through the canal,
Yeah.
and he has great support from Jonas and Paclo,
Hmm.
and this is a fourth capture for Knockout, making the score 4-3.
Hmm. I mean, I don't know why Hard Player decided to go all the way. He's gone all the way around the side of the map, like all down the right side of the red base, and then round into the blue base, all the way behind. And he's been seen anyway and taken out. I think it'd be much better if they like all pushed like through the middle or canal all at once, and it just makes it harder to defend
Yeah,
rather
I
than try
agree.
to be
You see
sneaky.
Lovely and Zeus, they spawned on the right, but they Zeus actually, instead of pushing to the right side, he went towards the middle. But
Hmm.
I think that's what they should all do. Pushing on the right side doesn't seem to be effective at anything.
Yeah. Azu's trying to save the flag where it is because MMI is literally waiting for it to return while Hard Player is trying to pull.
Fahad had his overdrive there, but he did a good job of blocking Jonas, who had used his Viking overdrive on his Thunder. But unfortunately, Hard Player, I guess, I don't know if he made a good decision of going up and meeting Jonas there. It
40
was a
seconds
shorter
left.
route.
Pal is trying to pull this flag. Jonas is still alive. He gets taken out. Oh, but Paclo's got his Magnum Overdrive. Great Hunter Overdrive by Hard Player there. This should be a capture. They've got 20 seconds. Unless anyone can do anything about it. From knockout. Saudi's going to tie up this round. Making the score full now.
Yeah, it's 4-all, which is they did a really good job of comeback. I think that started off 2-0 for knockout.
Hmm.
But fortunately, there's still 6 points go to knockout because they won the first
3 points.
two rounds. Not three, 3 points. My apologies. And yeah, are we going to be opening up the form?
Yeah, I think we're going to be opening the form now. And the link is in the description. Hopefully. Are we opening the form? I think we are. Let's find out. Yeah, it was no just for that round. But yeah, we're opening the form now, guys, and the link is in the description. So go ahead, write your nicknames, and you can be in for the chance of winning a promo code. And if you do win, please make sure you log into the forum so we can actually send you your code.
Yeah, so we did see some great gameplay from both teams here. I really wonder what happened last round to Saudi Power because this round they were a little bit lackluster in the beginning, but they kind of proved themselves towards the end of the match, tying it up in the end. Unfortunately, it didn't equal any points for them, but they did show that they can win too, and hopefully they can prove that on the blue side as well.
Yep. So we're just waiting for for the timer to run down to 10 minutes, and then we'll be underway with the third round. Meanwhile, if you've got any questions for us in the chat, feel free to ask them. It's nice to see some players who hit earlier still in the chat. Annihilated Tank says, I think loyalty is a Brit.
Guys, Greg is the Brit. I am American. I'm a New Yorker, and I don't know if you could hear that in my accent, but yeah.
I think we taking a technical pause now. I think some players will knock out of us for technical pause, which means 5 minutes of waiting. So if you want to chat to us a bit in the chat, feel free. We'll answer all your questions and stuff. If you want to ask about live streaming esports, feel free to ask about that as well. Meanwhile, I'm going to ask Loyalty who he thinks is going to win TOF Dream Team.
Okay, so we've seen a lot of teams dominating their group, specifically Team Pointers, which I guess wasn't a surprise. I see Eternity doing really well, but I mean, I'm just gonna go with the everyone's favorite for Team Pointers because I'm too boring to come up with my own opinion.
Fair enough. You don't think Eternity might be a good match?
Although they definitely have a chance, but I mean, you see some Team Pointers players like Mr. Vanka and King of TP. They just spend all their time playing this format, so I don't know if anyone can really go up against them.
Yeah, I mean they've been doing great so far. All their matches, they've got some really good results already, and they play a lot all the time. Like matchmaking, they do challenges a lot. They stream for several hours a day, like specifically playing matchmaking. So this format is pretty much tailored to their skill, really. So I mean, personally, I agree with you. I think that Team Pointers are gonna win, but I think, I mean, in the grand final, I think it's gonna be Team Pointers, and what I'm gonna have to say Eternity.
I mean, I'd agree. There's got to be two teams from different groups. I think is that how it works? Or, I mean, I'm not sure exactly how the format works, but yeah, I'd say Team Pointers are definitely going to be in the grand finals. Greg, you're giving some questions.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking at the chat. I should probably look.
Who was the best Smokey to ever have played in esports?
Oh, I've missed a lot of questions. I need to scroll down. Who is the best Smokey to ever have played in esports? Gothic. And I'm not biased. Because even, like, Gothic's a really, really, really good Smokey. And even when I played like Summer in Invincible and not in Penguins, like Gothic was on Laws's team, and he was doing really well. Like every time I spawned, I was just getting super focused by the Smokey, and he's always alive on the map and doing lots of damage everywhere. So I'm gonna have to say Gothic. I'm gonna read up the chat because I've missed a lot of this. I need to try and catch up because I think we've still got a bit of time.
Yuki said Greg has sexy voice and Loyalty has sophisticated voice. So I guess, I mean, I'd agree with you about Greg's sexy voice. I guess I like to sound sophisticated, so I can't really agree or disagree. But yeah. Thank you, Mikkel.
Yeah, thanks for that. Yasin Tio says, since when do you both play Tanki? I've been playing since 2012, 2013, I think, around that time anyway. When Starsuit was still here, I was still playing.
Yeah, Greg is like a really old... Greg actually just won Veteran, so everyone congratulate Greg because he's now officially an esports veteran. He has that beautiful veteran paint that is so admired among... It's the goal of every true esports player. My Tanki experience has been... I kind of found this game on Miniclip in 2012, I'd say. And I played it for a little bit, but I didn't get... I think I got to like Warrant Officer 1 maybe. And then I just stopped playing. And I came back in like 2016. And yeah, I got really into it then. So...
Poofy Pants said, Love the name, by the way. What's your internet speed, both of you commentators? I don't know. I haven't looked. It depends where I am. But you don't really need an insane internet speed just to commentate, to be honest. You just need an average E1. Anything
Yeah,
really
I
would
mean,
do.
commentating is not very it's not very you say tolling. It doesn't
Yeah.
take great toll on your internet speed as opposed to broadcasting, which I guess I can say because I'm also a broadcaster. That's my official job here on the esports team, actually. But yeah, you've got to have at least 15 megabits per second upload in order to broadcast. But
Hmm.
I say download, you probably don't need more than uh, probably even one, two. Welcome Knox to the chat. We love you. It's always
Fortnite,
nice
I
to
like to
see
call it.
our broad our broadcaster in the chat.
Yeah.
Yes, this Greg and Knox have a bit of an interesting dynamic between them.
Uh, I mean, that leads us perfectly into the third round because players have just self-destructed and literally everyone has overdrive already.
Well, that's fantastic. All right, so it seems like the the last few rounds, I mean, also in the last few games that I played, there's always a push right in the beginning. But it seems like this round, I mean, the teams are taking it a bit slower. Maybe focusing a bit more. We did see Saudi power on red last time, but I think in the third round it kind of resets, and
Uh-huh.
the host needs to play in red again. So
Yeah.
um,
Salvatore attempted to pull the flag, but Azuz was there with that dictator, slowing him down. Paclo, nice shot with the Magnum, taking out Fahad. And MMI with his overdrive. Great job by him. Gets two players with it. Meanwhile, Paclo should be able to pull this.
Fahad
Jonas,
is using railgun, which is interesting. I don't think we've ever seen a Hornet using railgun. I mean, they have always been using Magnum for the entirety of this
yeah,
tournament and every team. But MMI picks up the flag with the Nitro. He does have support from Paclo and Heaven. Heaven uses that overdrive, and they drop it off for Heaven to capture because they want the Dictator to get that overdrive quicker.
definitely. Yeah, I mean, Railgun overdrive is actually quite good because, as like all know in matchmaking, if you see a Hornet Railgun with overdrive, you need to run away. But I've seen it a lot in the last game that we streamed today, actually. Um, Hornet Railgun was actually quite common, even though I would have thought that Magnum would always be the better option. It did quite well, actually.
And that's interesting because Magnum, as we've seen, is really effective
Mm.
with that overdrive. I mean, you can take out pretty much if you have it M4, you can take out any tank in one shot with double
Yeah.
damage and overdrive. So while railgun is quite good too, but I mean, I don't know if it's on that same tier. Well, everyone pretty much uses Magnum protection in this tournament, so
Hmm.
maybe that's part of the calculation.
MMI trying to pull this flag now. Gets intercepted by Palace, but Paclo uses his overdrive and takes him out. I think he took a good route to the flag there, just trying to avoid the middle as much as possible. Drops it off to the dictator to get the score, so he can get his overdrive quickly. Savitar pulling again, no supplies, no nitro. He runs into two other players and Lovely takes him out from the other side of the map with that thunder.
Yeah, well, it's 2-0 now for knockout. I mean, this is what we saw last round too, on the same sides. And then we saw a nice comeback from Saudi Power. So, I mean, if they want to try that again, they've got to start playing now. Well, Jonas is pulling now with double armor. He does have police behind him with that freeze, who kind of froze him up. But
Heaven's
he
there,
does have
used that
support from
overdrive.
Heaven with the overdrive.
Yep.
Yeah, and this is going to be a third capture for knockout, making it 3-0. So Saudi Power, they still have a chance. I mean, there is still 6.5 minutes left. But they really need to step up their game right now if they want to have a chance because they want to get three in the next two rounds. So
Jonas is pulling the flag again. He's got his overdrive, but even though he's running out of supplies, still decides to use it, but was unable to take out Palace, who's going to try and leave the flag there because Savitar's waiting to take it.
Yeah, I'd say Jonas made a bit of a rash decision there using that overdrive. I'd say he should have used it much before. Um, I think he thought he had support from Savitar, so he wasn't. He was just worried about taking out the defenders more
Yeah.
than pulling the flag.
hmm Lovely pulling now with his Thunder Overdrive. But Paclo's there with his Hornet Overdrive, takes him out with one shot, making the score 4-0 to knockout.
Yeah, I mean Saudi Power is playing a little bit disappointingly compared to how they played last round. I'm not going to say to how they played the first round because they
I
didn't
mean,
do
yeah,
very
we.
well then. Fahad
Fahad,
actually switched from Railgun back to Magnum. He picks up the flag now with support from Lovely and Hardplayer running through that canal. MMI is on his tail, but MMI is a bit slower.
he
But
intercepts him with
since
that
Fahad,
freezer, gets the return.
yeah, Fahad had lost his drugs there, and MMI manages to take him out in return.
Pala's going for solo attack, but I don't think he's going to make it very far. And again, I see a lot of Saudi players coming from all the way from the left side, which I really don't think is necessary. They should be coming left in their base and pushing Canal through the middle. It would put a lot more pressure on Knockout's base, on the defense.
Yeah, I mean, we have seen, especially in the setup tournament, I'd say, but yeah, we've seen some players playing really effectively from that spot where they go behind and they kind of sneak. But
hmm
over here with their Knockout is doing a very good job with their communication. Nobody's really sneaking. They Knockout knows which players are coming from there, and it's never like a sneak attack. It's just a long way to go. So
Yeah. Paco doing a great job with that Magnum, just sitting in the middle with his overdrive, just trying to one-shot everyone so his teammates can go and pull the flag. He even spots hard player, but doesn't manage to kill him. Oh, he flips himself.
yeah, at this point, I'd say Knockout is not even trying to attack anymore. They're just trying to hold on defense. They do want to keep putting pressure on because if you put pressure on offense, then it forces Saudi Power to play defense as well, which is
hmm
something you want to do so they don't have more players to support their attack. And I think they say the best defense is the best. No, how's it go?
The best offense is the best defense. Yeah, that way.
Okay,
You didn't
whatever.
hear that? You didn't
However
hear
it
it, but
works, I'm
someone
sure
said
it's
it right.
relevant here. And we
But
won't
yeah,
bother repeating it. But
we won't dwell.
whatever that phrase is, I'm sure it's relevant here. I mean, it just seems that way. So yeah, I'll say that. And meanwhile, we see Fahad. He's going himself with that Magnum. He does have Jonas and Heaven on his tail, trying to defend there and doing a really good job at it. These mines, I mean, Lovely actually just missed one, but I mean, Knockout has been doing really good job placing mines.
hmm And I've seen Azuz, like Saudi Power's dictator. He's been trying to place mines like all in the entrances of the base, but to be honest, I think it's kind of pointless because when the Hornet comes in, it's gonna drive up to him, one shot him with the Magnum, and all his mines have just gone for nothing. So he's been defending, but there's like just to save his mines, but there's not really much point. I think he would be better off going in attack as well, trying to help his teammates out with their overdrive and their supplies to help them pull a few more flags. To be honest.
Yeah, absolutely. I've also seen like it seems like when Knockout is playing here, it seems like they make it seem like the blue side is better. But I mean, it's just like it's just the way they play. It makes it seem like I never see Fahad on his Hornet Overdrive taking out Heaven on their defense, as opposed
Yeah,
to Paco on the other side. I mean, I wonder if it's the base or Knockout is just doing something to stop
I
them.
I mean, I think Saudi just taking all the wrong routes into the base. Like Fahad is just spawned on the right side, gone all the way down right with his supplies on. So his by the time he actually gets to the base, his supplies have run out. Like it's basically matchmaking. Like in matchmaking, you want to take the most direct route to the flag because your supplies are going to run out. It's not like setups where you can easily like stay alive for a long time and keep all your mines.
Yeah, absolutely, you're right. We just lost standoff, I think, and both teams returned.
Yeah,
But
I
yeah,
mean, there's only 40 seconds left and the score's 4-1 to knockout, so I think we can safely say this round's going to go to them.
yeah, we keep seeing Saudi Power do quite decent towards the ends of the rounds. It seems like this round they're playing decent now as well, but they only started much later, way too late. Or I guess I'll reverse those words right now, as Knockout captures a fifth flag in the last 10 seconds. So, I mean, Saudi Power has the potential. We've seen them play well. It's
Hmm.
just, I wonder what the issue is.
Could just be the map. But yeah, I think we're going to be doing the winners now. So they'll be appearing on your screen fairly soon, and then we'll be opening the form for the last time. Just give us a second.
Yeah, so Riyadh said why Russian spectators are better than Ian's ones. So I'll give you my totally unbiased opinion. But the Russian spectators are they don't use they don't put their artistic touch into their spectating so much. I mean, it's much harder than it seems spectating a match, showing all the right angles. There's so much going on at once, and yeah, I'd say Ian spectators, especially broadcasters like Loyalty, and yeah, I'd say he's probably the only one. But yeah, they really put a lot of effort into their spectating.
Yeah. And on that note, we're going to announce the winners. So they are, I can't even read that, 0_000. Congratulations. Flactile and Chinufy. Congratulations, guys. Please make sure you log into the forum so we can actually send you your code via PM. And I think we're going to be opening the form now for the final time. I think.
It seems like Chinofire won already, so maybe we should pick another
It was
winner.
Chinufy 1 that lost.
It seems he won in the last one. I'm not sure what our rules are regarding. Is it per stream?
Yeah, it's per stream. So, yeah, I think that's.
All right. I mean, you got lucky. Congratulations.
No, it's fine. It's fine. Right, so the final round is actually starting now, and we are gonna pick a different winner, by the way. Just so you know. So we'll be doing that. But meanwhile, the fourth round has actually started, so we're gonna get straight onto that. Savitar putting the flag now. Palace also, they're gonna meet each other. Palace has his Hunter Overdrive, which he uses to destroy the bomb and take out Savitar. Jonas just comes in a bit late to grab that flag.
But yeah, that was looking very
Sorry,
good
carry on.
for Saudi Power on that push.
Yeah.
But they was returned there in the end by Heaven. But the other side, Azuz has pulled the flag, and doesn't seem there's any knockout players to return. And this is the first capture for Saudi Power, finally showing us their dominance that we knew they were capable of. Hopefully they can keep this up, and they might have a chance to get 1 point here in the fourth round.
Yep. It'd be good to at least get 1 point, you know.
we just saw that sneaky move from Savitar, and he actually did it well. He hadn't been noticed before he snuck into that side, but unfortunately, there was just too much defense for him to do anything. I feel like he should have waited behind the house there before he pushed in until there was some more open space for him to do that. We do see Racklow and Savitar doing that again, but I feel like they've been noticed this time.
What a double by Paclo. Great shot with the Magnum, pulling the flag now through the middle. No one there to stop him. Only Palace in offense from knockout. This is like it can be another capture for them.
So absolutely, that shot. I'm not sure how that worked out. I mean, in the end, it worked out, but I'm not sure if that would have been the most effective,
Hmm.
or he could have done it. Meanwhile, Savitar had, I guess, he'd been sitting on the flag and waiting for Paclo to
Yeah,
capture, and he's meanwhile pulled and captured another one.
he's been doing a great job this match with the Wasp. He's definitely MVP for me in this game, for sure.
Yeah, I'd say him and Paclo with that Magnum. Paclo has been
Hmm.
doing a really phenomenal job using those overdrives in the best way. But it's 2-1 now for knockout. But
Yep.
Saudi Power has managed to tie it up now with 2-2. Palace pulled the flag through the base. I mean, sort of the traditional way.
It's sort of
And
what we saw at the start, where he jumped down and used his overdrive, took out a Wasp bomb, and captured. Like, it was sort of the same thing we saw then. Great overdrive by him.
yeah, absolutely. Paclo just Azuz. He uses overdrive. Paclo uses overdrive, but Azuz manages to slap him and manages to make him miss, which actually resulted in him not pulling because I think it was, I'm not sure it was, but the railgun there who took him out. And yeah, knockout is completely like dominating the blue flag area. They seem
Yeah,
to be they seem to be always having players there.
they're definitely
Savitar
more
pulled.
offensive.
Yeah, absolutely. Saudi Power is doing good too on offense, but it seems like they're kind of um just ignoring their defense, it seems like.
Hard player coming in from attack here. Heaven's seen him, and he's going to freeze him with that smoky ult, which is really powerful in hard format. Lovely almost flips with that hammer wasp.
Yeah, I'd say in this format, the hull alterations that you're allowed to use are the freeze resistance and the heat resistance.
Hmm.
And I'd say the freeze resistance is a lot more effective in offense because of those smokies. I
Yeah,
think every team I've seen uses one the smoky with the Creo alt, which
yeah.
freezes the tank on a critical hit.
Hmm.
So if you use that freeze resistance, you have a much bigger chance of pulling, which I think we see for most of the players in this. Actually, I'd say it's quite even between freeze and heat. But based on my experience, the freeze resistance is a lot more effective on offense.
Yeah, I mean, we can see um, Savitar, who's been using that wasp, and I said he was probably MVP for me, and he's been using that freeze resistance because the smoke is in depth with the dictator, and he just drives in, even if he gets frozen, it doesn't do as much effect to him because he's got that alteration. Oh, he almost got away with that flag, but hard player with the Viking railgun overdrive manages to take him out, and
Yeah,
Paclo is
I'd
going to
say
get the
overall,
return.
Knockout has been strategically playing a lot better, but Saudi Power gets a lot of these, like one player playing it well plays. Like just now we saw Hard Player. Like Knockout had every chance to pull there, but
Yeah,
Hard Player did like very well with his overdrive. But like if he
yeah.
wasn't, they would have pulled. Like
He actually had quite a tight angle on the flag as well. Jonas with that Viking hammer overdrive takes out several players, allowing MMI just to capture that flag with ease. Drops it to Heaven so he can grab his overdrive quicker.
yeah, it seems like the Saudi power only captures when they're using the advantage of their overdrives, while knockout captures with like they just capture traditionally sometimes. They are definitely using those
Yeah.
overdrives very well, but
Mhm.
I, I'd say that if there were no overdrives in this game, Saudi power would be doing a lot worse.
Wow, what a return by Jonas there. Even though he got Hunter overdrived, he still managed to return that flag. But I think Paclo definitely saved that because he was blocking the flag from going for quite a while, allowing his teammates to go and help him. Fahad gets taken out. There's still 3 minutes left, and it's only 3-2 to knockout, so there's still a chance for Saudi to grab some points off of this.
Yeah,
But
they
yeah,
still have that chance for the
so
single. Paclo coming in with his Hornet overdrive, his notorious Hornet overdrive, should I say. And he's also got that freeze resistance, so Pauli's with his freeze, he couldn't really manage to stop him.
sorry, that
Yeah.
Ryan, I didn't expect that to Ryan.
And yeah, he managed to pull all the way back. So I think this is 4-2 for knockout now.
Hmm.
And with 2.5 minutes left, there's definitely a chance for Saudi Power to tie it up or even win. But based on how this game is going, I'm gonna say this is gonna end up in a 7-2 for knockout.
Oh, that's bold. I mean, it's already 5-2. Jonas has just pulled that another. Oh, what a shot by Fahad with that Magnum. Oh, they took too long dropping the flag. What a fatal mistake. Schoolboy error. Pala's now pulling the flag with freeze Hunter. He's got his overdrive. Uses it on Jonas. Can Azuz get the return? It looks unlikely because Savitar's just dropped his bomb on him. Oh, he was so close to getting it.
And knockout. Heaven manages to return there with his dictator.
Hmm.
It's funny how you see the defender in the offensive position.
Yeah,
But looks like they're going to capture another one right here with a minute and a half left, making it 5-2 for knockout.
yeah.
Okay, stop.
So 1 minute 20 seconds left, and the score's 5-2 to knockout. I think it's pretty safe to say that this round is going to go to them, meaning they would have got 6 points in total from all of this, which is pretty incredible.
Yeah, I'd say that's surprising. We've seen some great performance in previous matches from Saudi Power, but we haven't streamed any of Knockouts games, but apparently they're doing really well as well, being the top of their group with
Mhm.
I think they have 6 wins up until now and 0 losses, which is on the same level as Team Pointers. So
Yeah,
that says something.
they've been playing really well, especially this game. Like their overdrives have been really good. Like like Savitar's driving has been incredible. Like some of the routes he's taken to capture these flags, like almost solo as well, have been absolutely insane.
Yeah, they're really a team to keep your eye on. I mean, if you're interested in this tournament.
Yeah, I think it would be nice to see a team win that hasn't won anything before, because like all the same teams are always in like the top four, top three, top one, all the same teams all the time. So it would be nice to see someone different, someone new.
Yeah, absolutely. So the round finishes here in a 5-2 victory for knockout. Unfortunately, they did not achieve that 7-2 that I was predicting, but
Jinxed it.
in, yeah, I guess so. Who knows if they would have achieved it otherwise? But anyhow, yeah. So knockout has received 6 points here, winning all 4 rounds,
Mhm.
and yeah. So I think we'll be picking winners.
Yeah, and we are gonna repick a winner for the last wave of winners. So there will be 4 winners on your screen, but one of them will be for the last one.
Yeah, all right. So the rule is, guys, official. You can win 1 promo code per day, even if there are multiple streams on that day. So I mean, we just want to give everyone, as many viewers as we can, a chance to get those promo codes and those goodies. So
Yep. So the winner who's being replaced in the last one, is going to be Cyborg Penguin, and then the winners for this wave are Cringy, Sorry, and Not Easy. So congrats, guys! Make sure you check your forum PM so we can send you your code. And I think that's it for today. It's been a long day today. We had 2 streams, but always good to watch. Thank you very much to Nox for broadcasting today, and Loyalty for commentating with me. And thank you guys for tuning in and watching the streams today. We'll see you soon.
Yeah, thank you guys. Take care.